Hello, everyone. You're all very welcome to Underground Cinema. I'm delighted to say that with me this afternoon, I've got Peter J. McCarthy. Peter has been a great supporter of Underground over the years. Last year, his short film Simon, won the best short Irish film. It's a fantastic piece of filmmaking. And this year, Simon has sent us in an absolutely brilliant music video. You're very welcome, Simon.
Peter.
Peter. Oh, sorry. Let me do it again. I'll get this right. Oh, what am I doing?
I should have went with
it. Yeah. Hello, everyone. You're all very welcome to Underground Cinema. As you know, over the next couple of weeks before the Underground Cinema Film Awards are in the Royal Marine Hotel in Dunleary, we're interviewing as many of the nominees this year. Last year, the winner of the short Irish film was a brilliant film called Simon, directed by Peter J. McCarthy. And I'm delighted that I've got Peter with me this afternoon. You're very welcome, Peter.
Great. Thanks, Will, Dave, for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here. And yeah, no, last year was great. Myself and Ben had a great time. Ben Conway, fantastic night. We might have had too much of a fantastic night, but it was great.
I think we all had too much of a fantastic night last year, Peter, but it was well worth it. It was a packed out night. I think everybody was in great spirits, and I think that's what the awards is all about. Is recognizing the amazing work that you indie filmmakers have done throughout the years. So I was just, and we haven't seen each other since then, and since then you've had a baby. That your whole life is probably turned upside down at the moment. How's things been going so far?
Yeah, it's. I was kind of warned beforehand about what it was going to be like, and it wasn't, and it doesn't give you enough warning. Yeah, it's my first, and it's life turned upside down. It's pretty wild, a lot of a lot of fun too. It's
yeah,
great.
Absolutely. It does get better, Peter. It does. Trust me. Listen, I didn't know. I'd seen a lot of your films over the years. Documentaries, dramas, but I didn't know that you'd done music videos. In fact, I didn't know you did music at all. And so out of the blue, I got this music video in, which was absolutely fantastic. Now I knew a lot about your own personal story. You talked to me about it last year, and it's touched on in the film Simon. And so when I saw this film, I knew that this music video is a deeply personal piece. Maybe you could tell everyone just a little bit about the music video that you directed called So Low.
Thanks. Yeah. No, Simon was with Ben wrote Simon, but this music video, Simon was about mental illness and sort of suicide, and this music video is about my brother who took his own life in 2018. And I wrote the song in collaboration with David Hingerty. He's a brilliant drummer, brilliant music producer, and music video producer. So I wrote the song 2020 about my brother, because it was only like a year and a half, 2 years after that, and it was kind of lockdown and COVID. I was hiding in the attic, and then I was looking out to make a music video for it, and I was in northern Italy, and just below Pisa, in a town called Castiglioncello, and came across this derelict hotel, and that was kind of the backbone of the film. We just started. It had loads of this beautiful graffiti, so I started just shooting on my iPhone, and I started and finished on the iPhone. When I came back, I had that sort of footage, and I was taking a train out to Dunleary one time, and I saw the footage on the railway there on all the walls. People do, so I'd shoot that and have that as part of it. But in Da Vinci, I started blending a lot of stuff together, just to create a montage. Like it's very much a sort of a montagey kind of music video of different it's because it's shot on an iPhone. It's not like the highest production values in the world, but I just love that medium of being able to, like, I was jumping on a train one day, heading out, getting something else, and then I'd go back out. But I was out in the graveyard a lot, which was tough because it was where my parents and brother were buried. So I was in there shooting just going back and doing reshoots and trying to get the vibe right, and that was tough. After a couple of weeks of that sort of got in on me, so it was tough, you know. But other than that, no, it was great. I nearly got arrested in Italy when when I broke into that sort of derelict hotel. That was good crack. I got a photograph with the Carbonari. At the time, they once they figured out what I was doing, they were okay with it. But so yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like the video just isn't about grief. It's also about love, addiction, and memory. And so, what did you want to sort of capture about your brother's life and your relationship with him in the music video?
Um, It's a train journey. It really is a train journey out to meet sort of to meet him again. But it's me on a train journey out to his graveyard. But he was mad about trains. He wasn't quite a train spotter, but he was like he'd know the engine numbers of all these 1970s and 80s diesel engines and stuff like that. So, but I suppose it was in the train journey. It's memories, and there's
Yeah,
flash. Like I have his images of him, and what he was into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So I have all that stuff is kind of mixed in with that journey. So it's this. There's a lot of his life in that, um, and he was into sort of, you know, the craziest times he was into Armageddon and the Book of Revelations and all that. So I kind of interwove that into that train journey out to as I'm going out to see him. Yeah.
yeah. I think I recognized a few points along the way on the train. I'm sure you passed by Killiney along the way on the train and some of the shots. There was also, there was also when I I've watched it a good few times, almost like the Festival of the Dead sort of feeling vibe to it in some of the shots as well with some of the skulls.
Oh yeah. I kind of, you know, you could say it's a bit morbid or a bit, yeah, but I kind of just wanted to go straight into it, and you know, I have the singing skulls. They're kind of singing the chorus, so you know, I wasn't afraid of getting to the sort of realness of it, which yeah, it is where like we're all going to go there at some point, and
Yeah,
um, you know, it's our mortality and stuff. So I brought the singing singing skulls into which are
yeah,
I got them from an archive footage before. It was, so um and I kind of made them move in the and they were just skulls going around in circles, but I split their chins, so I animated them myself in DaVinci. Very very basic animation, but so I made them sort of sing along to the chorus. Yeah.
was this was this your first time working with a music video in Da Vinci? Was there a lot of experimentation in this?
Yeah, I've cut music videos before, but they're very much straight cuts.
Yeah,
I've done stuff for Universal Music and stuff, music videos for people, but never something on my own. So it was very experimental, and with DaVinci, there's a lot of different effects you can bring into it in terms of layering.
yeah,
I, it's kind of close to After Effects, which I wouldn't be that as strong in, but so there's just a lot of it was tricky to get right, but a lot of different layering and blending to get like I think there's pictures of me walking along through a forest, and there's a train wall coming sliding through, so it's to get that working right. It was a lot of experimentation, but I loved making the music video. I really did. I loved it.
yeah.
I'd get back home and I'd work for like a day or two and go, God, I could do it. Just another bit of this, and I'd hop on the train again and out to Kleiny or something like that and get something else. Walking across the beach, I just sit the tripod there, and because I was in it in the music video as well. I'd walk across there, and then I was layering this like it was quite complex, but it was very enjoyable to make.
Yeah, yeah. And did you collaborate with anybody while making this video? Was there anybody working with you on it?
Jen shot some of the early stuff in
Okay.
my partner in Italy, because I was there saying it would be a great place to shoot a music video, and then she said, "Well, why don't you just do it instead of like going home and talking about bringing crew back?" Just started there. That's where it started on just the iPhone. But and then there was a Ukrainian colorist I found met online, and he did the sort of post grading. Dave helped out with some of the green screen stuff. We were doing stuff with him there. Yeah, there was a bit of green stuff. Like green screen was kind of part of it. I'd do some of it in the back garden and just run out and shoot a bit. Trying to think who else was involved. It was it kind of more or less is a one man show, bar a few people helping out here and there. And a friend of mine, Tara, she was kind of a producer on it as well. Tara work. She was helping out with sort of in the background.
So when you're creating something, you know, that's so personal, but was there any sort of hesitation or fear about sharing the video publicly? Did you hesitate at all, or were you just couldn't wait to get it out there?
A little bit. I mean, it has, yeah, a little bit. But you know, as I did in Fight or Flight, it was a feature documentary pretty much about myself. So I'm not really too. Yeah, I mean, there was fears there, but I'm okay with that too. You kind of just have to sometimes jump out of your fear sort of zone, because it's so personal. Yeah, and it's a song. Like I was into music in the 90s, go back a while, but and this is quite hard on your sleeve, kind of the music, and the video is it's very much hard on your sleeve, so it is quite personal. Yeah.
And I mean, you're used to doing documentaries. I mean, we screened your documentary about 16 years ago since we screened that, Peter.
Yeah.
And you know, dramas, but music videos, they're a little different. Which do you prefer? Have you a preference?
I like music videos because it's sort of set fast. Well, it's not a fast turnaround, but this one took a while. But you know, documentaries can go on forever.
Yeah.
I like the experimental nature of it. That it was Fight or Flight. The feature documentary had a little bit of that too, but you're in control of it. You're not stuck to, you know, if you're doing a short, you got to absolutely stick to the plan. Bar, you know, you can being on, you know, with the actors, you obviously don't stick to the plan rigidly, but you're sticking to. You're not going to start putting skulls going around in circles singing. So yeah, so it's the experimentation. I love that, and I do love that creative part, and especially in post, sort of, and it's, you know, it's shot. I like the fact that it was all shot on an iPhone 11. That, you know, that's kind of cool. I think the way you can just walk out the door and shoot something and bang it together.
Yeah, it's incredible what you can do on the iPhone. I just got one there, just for an iPhone 15 there just recently, and you know, the quality of the camera on the phone is superb. I mean, who would have thought, you know, 20 years ago you'd be making films on your phone?
Yeah.
People would thought you'd be mad, but the quality is superb. So what's next, Peter? Have you got anything else in the pipeline? Yeah, wait, you said you were making an album. Wait a sec. This is part of an album, Peter, isn't that right?
It is, yeah. It's the album has been going on since then, and we just finished. We got a guy mastering it in the UK so it's finished. All recordings finished. It's 9 tracks. I'm working on another music video, for one of the other songs. The other song is a bit more crack. This song is good crack, but it's you know, it's deep. It's a deep and dark, quite an emotional song. There's another song that's kind of probably more sort of drum beaty, kind of, not, I wouldn't say techno, but sort of, it's got a break beat. So I'm working on the music video for that. But the album is being mastered in the UK, and then it's going to get mastered for vinyl in Abbey Road, actually.
Wow.
And I'm trying to get myself over for that. I just love to be there. It's then going to get probably pressed about 300 or 400 vinyls in a sleeve, and that was my mission. Probably about 20 years ago, I always wanted to make a vinyl album, and I kind of been kicking it down the road. And I hadn't intended making this as an album, but it just sort of flowed out as I mentioned maybe to you earlier. I'm not sure on here that in the first sort of couple of months of COVID, I kind of banged most of the album out in sort of one go. Up in the attic in its raw form, because it was only a year and a half or so after my brother Frank passed away, and that's when Dave took on the song solo with me, and we both kind of worked on that together in Audioland Studios. But so the album, I should have a vinyl in a couple of months, by the new year, yeah.
That's an amazing achievement, isn't it? Really, that's a really tick the book. That's on a bucket list sort of thing, isn't it?
It is, and I really wasn't expecting it, but it's just sort of happened organically, and I'm getting really good response from the music, like and it's funny. Different songs are meaning different things to different people. Like some people I've given I must send you actually a version of the album online. Some people are coming back saying this song is my favorite, and I'm going, Jesus, that hasn't happened before. And other people, it's just, and it's great the way that it is. Some of it's resonating. It's not going to resonate with everybody. That's music, and movies. But it is the tracks are resonating with people. So it's there's going to be a big push to try and get it out there, and probably sort of on the back of sort of what it's about. It's going to be about sort of about the same thing as Solo. It's about the mental illness and sort of that'd be
This sounds like a fantastic project. It sounds like a passion project as well, Peter. I'm sure you're going to be delighted when you get a press in Abbey Road. My goodness me, you couldn't get a more iconic place to work on it. It's super.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it is. It's not a side project. It's just something that I started. I have to finish, and I really want to finish, and I love it. I love I've listened to the songs, and sometimes you listen. Years ago, you listen to a song you've done, and you kind of go, it feels like you're scraping on a blackboard. Sometimes you kind of go, shit, I should have done that right. But this one, there's not one piece of it that I don't love to bits. And like the first song Solo, I think I wore Jen's ears out for about 2 months, just playing it back and back. And I go have a few glasses of wine at night, put it on for its 10th time. So I love it to bits. I love it to bits. But I still have a couple of projects with Ben that we're working on. So we've got a feature up probably up close to your neck of the woods actually that we're trying to get off the ground, sort of in a lake sort of river setting.
All right.
So maybe we'll hit you up for that sometime and see what's happening.
Definitely. Well, you got a great base here. If you want to come up to the Midlands, Peter, no problem at all. I was just thinking about the album and the artwork, because there's a nice. You sent me a nice image for Solo as well. It's a floating telephone. That was the image that you used when you submitted to us. And when you were talking there about as soon as you mentioned the album being pressed, I was wondering, have you any ideas for the artwork for the album cover?
Yeah, I have. I've kind of got a few different designs. That was one of the first ones with the telephone, so it's like a call to the heavens kind of thing. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to get an old Irish telephone box, and so there's a relationship with calling into and a lot of the images from Solo and kind of bringing into it. But I'm working on I'm going to get a gatefold album, so there'll be an inside sort of a bit like the old 70s albums where you've got a little bit of a story going on the inside. I'm working on that with a bit of a sort of a beach setting. I kind of have an idea for that, with sort of images on it, like photographs on the inside. So and that's kind of part of it too. It's good. That's good crack doing that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Great. So you mentioned that is Ben writing again next time around? Are you writing with him?
We're working on a few projects at the moment. Ben's busy as well with other stuff. He's got a few things going on. He's very busy. We've got sort of one feature that's going to got first draft. It's going into Screen Ireland for funding if we can get it. That then we've got another one that's it. We don't have a draft yet, but we're kind of working it. We're doing a lot of work on it. Kind of more Eden Lake kind of thing, thriller. A little bit of Deliverance in there, that kind of thing. So, yeah, no, we'll be working on that. We're just trying to get funding in the film business. Yeah, as you know.
Yeah. This year's been great, Peter. Like the standard last year was super, and once again, this year a lot of the work that's been sent into us this year has been super. I think you'd enjoy watching some of the films that were sent into us this year. If you ever want to have a look at anything, just let me know.
Oh well, no, I did. I watched a few. I watched quite a number. I spent the weekend when you had it went online there. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed the whole lot, and I kind of focused on music videos first, just to see what we're up against. And there's some fantastic music videos there. It really are solid stuff. And there's that crazy. That's a very funny one on the billing site. I loved that one.
Oh, listen, yeah, it's superb. Really, Alexander Sheen. Yeah, did that one. It's super music video. Really cool.
I've never seen anything like that. It was just so out there. It was brilliant.
Yeah. You're right though. All the music videos that have been submitted to us this year, they're all great. And there's something about music videos I love because you can just go absolutely wild in them. You know, the imagination just is unstoppable. Really, when
Yeah.
you're looking at a music video.
The quality in all the music videos, the quality was excellent. Like they were really well put together. Yeah, and we watched a good few of the shorts and movies. It was great. Brilliant work there. Brilliant.
Yeah, and I thought we got a lot of features in this year. You know, it's going to be a tough year for the jury. I can tell you that with some of the features that have been sent into us this year. And like, if you think about it, like 15 years ago, Peter, we were getting very few features coming into us now they're very, very popular, so a lot of people sort of, they cut their teeth, they've done their bit on short films and are moving on to features. So I think it's really important that we recognize the features that are being submitted to us, and that's why we have the best feature film award at the festival, because next year we'll probably, the coming years, we're going to see it'll probably go up to say 40% of the work that's being sent through to us are feature films and the rest are short films.
Wow.
That's the way it's going. Things have changed as well. I was mentioned at the film festival this year, again going back 16 years ago, we were talking about the running time of a lot of short films. The average running time 16 years ago was 12 minutes. That's increased now to 18 minutes. We worked it out there recently, 18 minutes. So short films have gone up, the running time of short films gone up by 6 minutes in the space of 16 years. So it's I suppose technology's changed so much over the years. People are putting in, a lot of really cool shots into the film. The storylines are getting bigger and a little bit more complex, and so that's the average running time now is 18 minutes. Big change from 16 years ago. Yeah.
And how many do you get of each? How many do you have to view?
Well, we would get anything close. So this year we were just over 300 plus for this year, and then the film festival was a huge amount came in this year, so it was over 400. So yeah, we spent the whole year watching 500-600 films from start to finish. It's really busy year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, and and we watched them from start to finish, because we were as nosy as hell. We like to know exactly who's working on what, and this year the standard's been absolutely brilliant, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every year, Peter.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely looking forward. I'll be out there this year for the just be out there. I loved it last year. It was brilliant. Myself and Ben loved it. It was great crack.
Yeah, it's great. I tell you, the evening's great as well, and the networking is great with so many different people that you get to meet. at the awards. So it really is just a great night. It's a big celebration of indie cinema, as you know. So you don't really get that too much with with independent filmmaking. You get it with the bigger ones, with the IFTAs and that sort of thing. But it's great to have an award ceremony for the indie guys. So yeah, it's a great night.
That's fantastic for you guys. Like you pull off like such a huge thing. Let me even just the interviews and the whole lot. You've got so much work to do, but it pays off. It's such a great event. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of the good things that came out of COVID, Peter, because when COVID came, we were sort of more or less forced to go online. But the upside of it was that because we were able to, meet filmmakers from all over the world online. We'd never be able to get to speak to these people, at all, to be honest with you, But this sort of medium has really brought us all a little bit closer. So I think the interviews online are really important. It's great to meet the filmmakers and get a chat to them before the award ceremony takes place, to hear a little bit about the work that went on behind the scenes to actually get the film made. So I think every filmmaker deserves a little chat before the awards night.
Yeah, and that's cool. It's nice to be able to talk about it too. Yeah, I mean, you're asking questions that I haven't really sort of thought about as well. So it's yeah, it's great. Yeah, appreciate it.
Great. Well, listen, Peter, I'll wrap it up there. Listen, thanks a million for joining me. We had a few gremlins at the start that nobody knows about. We fixed it in the edit, as they say, Peter.
Yeah, cool.
But no, I really do appreciate it. It's great to see you, and I'm delighted that things are going well for you at home, baby boy. And lots of housework to be done as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to hearing the album and getting to see you in Dunleary soon.
Brilliant. Yeah, me too. Should be great. Yeah, no, thanks, Mill. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the
cool. Thanks a million, Peter. Take care.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Bye bye.
Yeah.